everything together at the same time. Yeah. Coke fed, press some head, let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand, girls resting, met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm waiting, I guess. She tweet, I guess she confess, she thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says, best to get spontaneous, I stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bad, don't touch my purse.
Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of After the Storm, your Oklahoma City Thunder post-game analysis live stream. And you can see that we got a little work coming on. I had to finally got my gold medal dropped off to get it framed, and then I tried to put my jersey back up, and it fell down. Hot spot. Yeah, it was pathetic. And so anyway, we kind of got the camera screwed up and kind of got it moved over. And I just got home a little bit ago, and it is a little chilly in my house right now. I can tell you that it's not warm and fuzzy right now. It's a little chill here at the house, but we're going to get the show done tonight. Even though I agree with you, Hotspot, it was pathetic, but we're still going to try to get the show done. Talk about what happened. In fact, the Thunder won 115-101, lost 116-101 tonight, and. But, you know, there's some things that happened that I noticed, and so we're going to talk about that. And, you know, eventually the Thunder, you know, what was happening with them with SJ not with playing bad was going to eventually catch up to them, and it did. It almost did last night against Miami, but like I had said last night, that Miami didn't have all their players, so therefore they didn't have a chance to beat us, and that's kind of what happened. And SGA did not play well until the fourth quarter, and then we came out and put it on them. But Hotspot, it was just one of those things that happened, you know. But tonight we started out with SGA, J-Dub, Chet, Dort, and iHeart, and my first note that I took all night was Chet doesn't have his balance yet. He doesn't have good balance, and it's just because he hadn't played. And, you know, he was falling down, he was wobbly, and, you know, we talked about last night that should we play them tonight, but we were trying to make a point to them, and what got made is the point against us. They had no Randall, they had no Gobert, they had no Connolly, they had no DiVincenzo, and they put it on our face with their young guys. The young guys came out and they put it on us, 20 offensive rebounds. Maybe we're tired, but this game is no excuse. We weren't tired. They just outplayed us. They hit us in the mouth. I mean, and you know, the thing with our team is every time the opposing team does not play their best starters, best players, we don't play well. I don't know why that is, but we just don't. And that was another example of it. But 20 offensive rebounds, 20? And Wiggins did not play well at all tonight. I mean, he cost us 6 points when he got in the game early. I mean, he gave up a rebound, a Nas Reed offensive rebound, got pushed out of the way, and then fouled him, and then turned around and gives up another offensive rebound the next possession, and that turns into a three. Hardenstein didn't play well. SJ didn't play well. J-Dub didn't play. We didn't play well as a team. We just didn't. And I think that a lot of it is the fact that, you know, they had no Randall, they had no Gobert, they had no Mike Conley, and they had no DiVincenzo. And I think we came in with the mentality, that's what's going to happen. Well, you know, I talked about it last night. One of the things is who wanted it more, and they wanted it more than we did. That just happens. And we're now 44-10, and it is what it is. You can't knock what they did. I'm going to give them props because they came in and hit us in the mouth, and then of course Coach Dagnall with 2 minutes or 3 minutes to go in the first quarter challenges. What is the first quarter? It's a challenge. One play is not going to make a difference, and we lose the challenge, and then he's done. I'm like, not that really mattered later on, but I know that the commander was going crazy when he called it, I'm sure. Hotspot Casino says, what caused us to lose this game after we had it? If we tied it was perimeter defense. We should have been in their face. Nas Reed, just he is a nemesis to us. He has been a nemesis to us. We have no answer for him. He's 6'11". He shoots the three. He rebounds, block shots. And then, you know, to me, the story was SGA was off. But so was So was Ant-Man. But the difference, all the others for their team showed up. The others for ours did not. That's the basic of it. You know, Ant-Man started out early, coming out hard on us, establishing the tempo for his team. And then all the young kids came in and weren't affected. I forget what the kid's name. He averages 2 points a game. He had, 13 the first half? He averages 2 points a game. He had 13 first half. Burgess. Naj Reid turns into prime MJ against us. Yes, he does, Burgess. He just kills us every time he sees us. Last year, the year before, he just kills us. We have no answer for a 7-footer who can knock down a three, who can block shots and moves his feet well and plays defense. We have no answer. And you're trying to put a 6'6" Wiggins on him. He pushes Wiggins out the way like he's not even there. So that had a lot to do with it. I mean, let's give Minnesota credit. They've lost two. They had lost 2 in a row. I knew that was tough. They should have won the other night, but they got beat. And you could just see that they were coming. But what are they? Now 7-14 or 9-14 against teams over 500, but they're getting beat by 2. They're getting beat by 1. They're getting beat by 3. So in close games, they can be had, but in a game like this, and every time they needed to make a run, every time we made a run, they knocked down a 3. Every time we made a run, they knocked down a 2. Every time we made a run, they got a rebound. And at the end of the first quarter, SJ was 1 for 7. And we were down 24-37. They hit us in the mouth. They hit us in the mouth. They hit us in the mouth. Just like Miami did last night. SGA did not come out good. And then what did they do? When they saw him struggling, what did they do? We double-teamed him and made him get rid of the ball. And we know we're not going to beat anybody. We're not going to beat anybody if he's off and they take him out of the flow and make him pass the ball. We're not going to beat teams. You can't count on Wiggins. You can't count on Joe. You can't count on J-Dub. You can't count on Ihart. You can't count on Dort to make shots all the time. You can't K-Rich. You just can't Chet. You can't. SJ has to be able to score, and he has to be able to let everybody else just play and not try to create. That's the recipe for the Thunder, plain and simple. Okay, it's not complicated. But him going 1 for 7 early and just not getting in the flow. This is the second game, and really, what has he done? Is 3 out of the last 5, something like that. He started out bad. He had a bad game against the Grizzlies. He had a bad game against the Miami Heat. He had this bad game. He had another bad game against somebody else. I forget who all he had played, but he has not played well. And he comes out, if he's not playing well, we're in trouble. And I forget who it was. Who was that talking about? Was that you, Hotspot, or was that Burgess talking about Wiggins the other night, how Wiggins is fantastic against Toronto and whoever, because they were singing their praises about Wiggins. And I was too, and I like Wiggins, but I do agree that he's not a great player. He's a decent role player. He's not a 20-point player. He's not a 15-point player. He's not a 12-point player. He's a 7, 8, 9-point player is what he is. But you got to remember, we didn't have Caruso and we didn't have Kaysen. Now, granted, they did not have Randall. They did not have Gobert, even though Gobert probably could have played tonight. They did not have Conley. They did not have DiVincenzo. And really, we don't have Chet yet. I mean, he's still falling down, and he's just not ready yet. He's going to take him a while to get his sea legs under him. So it is what it is. You can't really look at it and go anything other than what it was. We were not ready to play. They hit us in the mouth. They wanted the game worse than we did. They wanted to go. That was Rashawn Burgess, that said that. But anyway, they wanted the game worse than we did. That's okay. It really is. It's okay. It's not like we can sit up there and I'm not mad about it. I mean, but Minnesota's young players came in. They all made a statement. They all made statements. What was the kid's name? That's driving me crazy. Let me pull up their stats. That's going to drive me nuts. Let me see. Box score. What was his name? Shannon. He had 13 points. They were all in the first half. But once again, they came out, hit us in the mouth, and did what they needed to do. And we didn't. And it's okay. It's okay. Here's the end of the game final stats. We lost 116-101. Remember, we won 115-101 last night and came back after just laying an egg the whole first half. 3-point attempts, the T-Wolves were 12 of 46, which wasn't good. We were 7 for 29, which was horrible. We shot 42%. They shot 42.4. 54 rebounds to our 49. Pips, points in the paint, we both had 56. They only had 10 turnovers. We played them early in the year, remember. They had 23 turnovers. And they were fully stacked then. So they had 23 turnovers. Tonight they had 10. They took care of the basketball. We got nothing in transition, and that made all the difference in the world, okay? And 27 to 22 in bench scoring, which is, whatever. No big deal. And then, of course, here is the box scoring for tonight. Chet, 30 minutes, 3 for 7, 1 for 2, 11 points. He's a -3. He did not play well. Okay? He did not play well. J-Dub, 34 minutes. And I thought J-Dub played pretty good. He's 0 for 4 for 3, but I thought he played overall pretty good. 20 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. I thought J-Dub played pretty good. I really did. I thought he did good going into his first All-Star game weekend. I thought he did decent. He didn't play great, but I thought he played okay. I don't think he played well. He had 12 rebounds and 10 points, but I think he played. I give Chet a C. I give J-Dub probably a B+. I give Ihart around a C. I give SGA a C for sure. I don't think he played that well at all myself. I think he played decently. One of my guys, Spencer Sims, just texted me and said, "Are you coming to Cats?" Well, I'm doing a live stream, bro. He normally comes on the live stream, but I'm doing the live stream right now. So I doubt if I go to Cats because it's cold out there, and I'd rather just snuggle with my fat boy tonight. Plus, I'm not in the mood to really go out and deal with people tonight. I'm not. When I lose, I know my team loses. I'm not a lot of fun. SGA 34 minutes, 6 for 21, 11 for 11 from the free throw line, but I don't think he played well at all. I don't. 24 points, -12. Okay, I'm going to go on with that. 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 turnover. Remember, I think his over-under for threes for tonight was 2 threes being made. He made 1 tonight, and he just didn't play. He just didn't play well. I'm going to give him a C, B-, a C+, C. He didn't play well, I don't think. Lou Dort, 32 minutes, 6 for 10, 14 points. Jay Will, 8 minutes, did not play well. He did not play well at all tonight. Dylan Jones, he played 8 minutes, but he got some minutes in the first quarter. I don't understand. We're losing the game and he's playing. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand what the situation is. I really, really don't. It's just driving me crazy right now. It really is. I don't get it. I don't get Dagnall. I don't. You just give away games. It's just pathetic. K. Rich, 19 minutes, 9 points. I thought K. Rich played decent. He didn't play great, but I thought he was a C. Isaiah Joe, 21, 0 for 4, 0 for 5. And like I said, if he's not making shots, they just take advantage of him defensively. He's just a liability. If he's not making shots, I don't play him anywhere near 21 minutes. Nowhere near that. If he's not making shots, I'm not playing him. It's just quite simple. Aaron Wiggins, 19 minutes. Aaron Wiggins did not play well at all. -26, plus-minus. Yeah, probably. He played terrible. And like Rashawn said, he's just not very good when it comes to all that. But, hey, he didn't play well. We did not play well. I give our overall team probably, I'm going to be generous, but I'd say probably a C. We did not match their physicality. We did not match their intensity. We gave up 20 offensive rebounds, which was ridiculous. Looks like Mark went back to his old ways. Hey, Rashawn, what's up, big dog? Was just commenting on you talked about Wiggins the other night, and it kind of came through. I don't know if he went back to his old ways, Rashawn. I think that tonight we just, back-to-back, we weren't ready. I mean, like I said, SGA 1 for 7 in the first quarter. And we've said this many, many times. If he's not rolling, we're not going to win. Because now you got guys trying to make plays who are not capable. I mean, like, Like Isaiah Joe, if you get hit, you don't shoot the ball up here. You do a little finger roll to just, finger roll it up there, nice and soft. You don't shoot it high. That was an and one. You made one free throw. Instead of having 3 points, we got one. Or at least a minimum of two. Then you come down, Wiggins misses a layup. It's just, you got guys who can't make plays and trying to do things they're not capable of. Aaron Wiggins, I want him shooting threes. I don't want him trying to take people off the dribble. His handles are terrible. And you can see that when that one trip, when they double team J-Dub, then you pass it to Hartenstein, he's not going to do anything with it. Then he kicks it off to Joe. Well, he doesn't have any handles. He's trying to go to the basket. Then they kick it to Wiggins. He's trying to go right. The guy's sitting there waiting on him to go right because they know his tendencies. He can't go left, and they know it. And he ended up shooting a floater that was late. It's just, you got a bunch of guys who are the others trying to make plays. And I understand Dagnall is trying to build these guys up, but once again, you have guys who can't make plays. And Ant-Man came out and established right away that he was ready to play, and he set the tone for his team. SGA come out, on the other hand, did not set the tone for the Thunder. That's basically what happened in a nutshell in the first 5 minutes. That's what happened. It's not coaching. It's not all this other stuff. Should have made the trade memo is out of OKC. Well, I'm not giving up topic. Okay? And like I said, Johnson would have made Cam was the answer to take us over the top. But let's not get all crazy because it's one game, okay, before the playoffs. We come back, we play Utah next week, next Friday, then we have them on on Sunday, Monday, back-to-back. So we'll see what happens then, okay? But remember, every time SJ plays a bad game, the next time he sees that team, what happens? He lights them up. Remember the first game, he had 41, lit them up. And we were down 12, and then when they turned the ball over, he got on a run, it was over. Last night, he played terrible, got on a run, it was over. Scored 10 of our 24, it was over. And once again, if he rolls, so rolls the Thunder. It's not rocket science. And I agree with you with Dagnall. I just don't understand him playing Dylan Jones. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. I really don't, guys. I don't understand his propensity to play him. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. I really don't. I don't understand what he's doing. I clearly don't. But he does what he does. He has his own way of doing the things that he does. Whatever. Anyway. My frustration level is at the top. Can you not tell, guys? We'll go ahead and thank our sponsors. SRB, if you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit Mark Long up. They'd love to take care of you. If you have a new complex that you're trying to build, they can hook you up, as well as if you have a water treatment plant in your city or county, they can do what they need to do to make sure you got clean drinking water. Oak Grove Trucking and my guy, Jose Fierro, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit my guy up. He'll definitely take care of you. And, of course, YNB, family-owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into the main bank at 401M, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YB Eastwood is off the Parkway and 66 at 39th Expressway. YB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40, right there on Garth Brooks. Cannot miss it. And then, of course, YB Peoples, located in 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And, of course, Elm Grove Clothing and my guy Jonathan Beakey Triplet. If you've watched Big Perk and seen how Big Perk is dressed, he can thank this dude right here, taking care of him, making him look good and all professional. Way to go, like the way he does, okay? And if you have needs for a suit, why spend $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 where you can spend $800 to $1,000 and get the same material? That's just what I'm saying. And then, of course, our new sponsor, Creed Cologne. House of Creed, handcrafted since 1760. Remember, pick the best for your best tomorrow on Valentine's Day. Pick the best for your best. They got some good smelling stuff, peeps. They got the boys, the men's stuff is good. Women's stuff is really good too as well. I got my friend something for Valentine's Day as well. Actually, Ace got it for her. I didn't get it for her. Ace got it for her. But here are the locations for the Creed. In this area, Penn Square Mall, of course, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Woodland Hills Mall in Tulsa, Town East Mall in Wichita, Park Plaza in Little Rock, South Plains Mall in Lubbock, Oak Park. I wonder where's that at. Oak Park Mall in Kansas City, and then of course Westgate Mall in Amarillo, Texas. So going into those places, and I'm gonna tell you what, I got a bottle sample. She gave me some samples. My girl Beth, going to see my girl Beth at Penn Square. She gave me some samples. I'm gonna tell you that stuff smells good. Women were like, "Oh my God, what is that?" It does smell good, I promise you. K. Rashawn should have made the trade memo. We already said that? Yes, I agree, but I'm not trading topic, and I think we're gonna be okay. And like I said, we're 44-10. Okay, what are we? 7.5 games, 8 games ahead of Memphis. Okay, 7.5, 8 games ahead of the Nuggets. Okay. We've got what? 28 games left? Okay. 28 games left. If we go 21-7, we'll be fine. And I believe that the good thing about what just happened is, remember, every time we look terrible and SJ looks bad, what does he do? He comes back and he kills. And then what does the rest of the team do? Bam. Dort knocks down threes. Wiggins knocking down three. K. Rich is knocking down three. Joe's knocking down three. Ihart is doing his little floaters. But I'm going to say this tonight. It's so nice to have announcers that know what the hell shots are and aren't. It's so nice that Greg Anthony's actually giving you some lessons and teaching you about basketball and what's going on. That is so nice to have people who are knowledgeable about what's happening during the game. It's fantastic. And I don't have to hear about us getting cheated at the fouls. I don't have to hear about all the nonsense, which is what homers do. But you get to know what a floater is. You get to know what a reverse is. You get to know what a teardrop is. You get to know what a scoop is. You get to know all that stuff. Basic stuff you get to know. And I want to say thank the TNT crew for Greg Anthony and doing his thing, because it's so nice when you can actually listen to somebody and they know what they're talking about instead of coming up with nonsense. It's so nice. It's so nice. I enjoy that so much, other than listening to the nonsense I have to listen to on FanDuel because of our announcers not being knowledgeable. It's sad. But the Thunder don't care, because most of the Thunder audience are football fans, not basketball. So for them, a push shot or floaters is irrelevant to them. They don't care. They don't care if a basic reverse is called a finger roll / I don't know what that is. They don't care. All they want to see is, what is the bottom line? Did we win? What was the score? Which is okay to be bottom line people. But it's so nice being able to listen to people who are knowledgeable. It is so great. And then when I look at the third quarter, okay, we're down by 8. We made a little run at the end. Okay, here are the halftime stats. SJ, 11 points, 2 for 13. Ant-Man, 10 points, 2 for 10. Okay, and then here are my stats for the third quarter, coming out the third quarter. It's J-Dub starting 5. J-Dub, SGA, Chet, Dort, Ihart. J-Dub has been trying to throw these fancy passes, and he just doesn't have the skill set to do what he tries to do, because they're hyping him up about all this stuff. Dude, go back and work on your game before you try to try all this stuff, throwing all these passes. You know, I mean, he's been trying to, stop it. Just make a basic pass. Don't try to throw a hook shot and go, oh, slap you. Dang, dude, you're not capable of doing that stuff. Stop. And then I've got Wiggins giving up an offensive rebound, then an and one. They had 10 offensive rebounds with 3 minutes to go. 10 offensive rebounds with 10 minutes to go. With 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. They ended up with 20. That's the story of the game. 20 points, that leads up to, what is second chance points? What is that? It can lead up from 40 to 60 points. And second half points, I don't know, because at 10, they were at 20-something in second chance points. So That's what the game comes down to. It's not rocket science. And it's 80-86 when you had SGA, Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, Dort, and Chet with 3:31 to go. The end of the half, or in the third quarter, the score is 87-97. They had 21 second chance points is what it was. 21 second chance points. You want to know what lost the game? 20 offensive rebounds, 21 second chance points, 10. So you double that. So 42 second chance points is what they had. And you lose by 6. Or you lose by 15, I'm sorry. And the difference is 10 turnovers. We average what? Let's pull that up real quick so we can go over that. They had 10 turnovers. We averaged 17.9. How many steals did we have? Steals. Here, let me pull up the steals here. How many steals did we have? Steals. We had 4 steals. We normally have 11. We gave up 5 steals, which is about lower than our average. I mean, it's just they just beat us all the way around. They just beat us all the way around. That's what happened. I mean, quite frankly, we got our butts beat. That's basically what happened. So there's not a lot for me to talk about here. If it had been different where there was some coaches' decisions or whatever, the only issue I have with him is why the hell you're playing Dylan Jones? You're giving away possessions. We're losing the game, and you're putting Dylan Jones in the game. I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't get it. He's not ready to play. Clearly, Jang wasn't ready to play. You still played him. I don't understand it. I really don't. We're not in the we're in the winning business, win now business. We're not in the build. We're not 2 years ago where you're trying to build players up and get them better. We're trying to win. We're number 1 in the West. We're tied for the best record in the league, and you're still developing players. How about developing wins? We've lost 10 times this year, and you're at what 6, 7 that you've cost us, 7 or 8 that you've cost us. And tonight, I don't care if this is a loss on the coach. We just weren't ready to play. Now, people say, well, the coach is a part of that. Yeah, kind of. There have been times that I've lost games coaching because we weren't ready, and that was my fault. But tonight, they just came out. They hit us in the mouth over and over and over, and we weren't ready to respond. Ant-Man came out with intensity right from the beginning. Everybody followed suit. SGA came out lackluster, not being able to make shots. Everybody else came out in following him. So the two leaders set the tone. SGA set the tone of, oh, man, I don't have it tonight, I'm missing shots. Ant-Man came out, boom, I'm setting the tone. And now he started missing shots in the second quarter, but it didn't matter. He got his team rolling right from the jump. SGA did not get us rolling right from the jump. Those things matter. But I can promise you the next time we play them, he'll make the difference. So that's all I could talk about tonight. I'm frustrated. Y'all know how I get when we're losing. I get frustrated. I'm not a good loser. I never have been. Don't know how to do it. Not used to losing, so I don't know how to do that. I really don't. I know how to make my kids get better when I'm doing them on a move because I know what's going to happen trajectory-wise. But that's not losing. This is losing. I don't know how to do that well. I just don't. At Oklahoma State, we lost for 13, 14 years before I got there and 13, 14 years after I left. I don't know how to do that. I just don't. Hey, Nick, I know be happy. I mean, I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not sad, but it's just frustrating to me because, I know how good we are, but, we're led by number 2. And if he comes out and he doesn't have it, which he hasn't tonight, he didn't have it tonight, he didn't have it the other last night, he didn't have it the game before that when we played Memphis. He hasn't come out strong in the last 4 or 5 games. So it's frustrating to me, and I just don't. Nick. What I'm saying is I don't know how to lose. I'm not a good loser. I'm just not, and I'm not around people who are used to losing or comfortable with losing. So it's like when we were doing the transitional phase when we got rid of Paul George and we did all that. I was frustrated at first, but I stuck with it. Then all of a sudden, I saw this little sliver of like, ooh, because I saw SGA and Josh forming that bond where they were double teaming SGA. Like tonight, he'd hit Josh, and then Josh would do work, and I could see something. And then the next year, I could see it even growing even further when we got J-Dub, and then it went even further when Chet came back and we got Kaysen. And now we're at that point where we're rolling again. So I'm okay with if I can see where we're at and we're on this trajectory because I'm looking at all the little things that matter, and those are things that look me up. Games like this wake us up. Hate them, but normally we wake up after them. I agree. I just said that, Nick. I just said the same thing that you're saying. I said that whoever SGA plays bad against, he comes back and he murders the next time. Whoever we play bad against, the next time we come back and we play great against them again. Whether that's Milwaukee, whether that's Houston, whether that was Dallas, whomever, Golden State, whomever it is, when we play bad, if SGA has a bad game and we play bad, the next time we play them, we beat the brakes off of them. So when we play them again on the 23rd, let me see, what is it, the 14th, 15th, 16th, so that would be the 23rd, and the 24th is when we play them. Okay, is that right? Let me see, the 15th is, yeah, because tomorrow's the 14th, 15th, 16th, 23rd. So, yeah, the 23rd, we play them again Sunday the 23rd. And we'll see what happens. I'm sure that we'll be on fire against them. We played them back-to-back. We played them on the 23rd and the 24th. So I'm looking forward to that game. I for sure will definitely be at the game on the 24th when we play them at home to see what happens because all we did is hold serve. We beat them at home. They beat us at home. That's basically all that's happened. Each team has held serve at home. And now we go back to them a week from Sunday in Minnesota. And then if both teams fly to Oklahoma City the next day for us to play on that Monday. So the thing that I get from this loss is one, Ant-Man set the tone for his team. SGA set the tone for us. By that I mean Ant-Man came out busting us in the mouth, doing the things he did to dunk on Chet, and that got his team excited and got them rolling, all the young guys. SGA came out flat, missing shots, not making shots that he normally makes. That got us in spin mode where everybody's got to make plays. And when we're like that, we're not very good. We just aren't. And then Dagnall playing the lineups he's playing did not help either. So, Kaysen Wallace's injury, I don't know yet. I'm assuming, Nick, he's going to come back. There's 28 games left, and I'm assuming he's going to come back sometime, after the All-Star break. And Caruso as well. And you got to remember, they did not have who they had. They did not have everybody tonight, and neither did we. We didn't have two of our main players, which is Kaysen and Caruso, which we had both of them the last time we played them, and they turned it over 23 times. So that makes a difference as well. So we'll see what happens, like I said, because Kaysen should be back and Caruso should be back. So tomorrow I'll have an answer for that, or I'll look up, see if I can find an answer for that on the Unpopular Hour tomorrow afternoon show, and then tomorrow night. Then let me see. The next game will be Friday night. A week from this Friday will be our game against Utah, which I don't know if we'll even do a show because we should beat the brakes off of them coming off the All-Star break, pissed off about what just happened to us. So, but anyway, my takeaways are that SGA didn't do what he should have done to get us going. Ant-Man did. They both struggled in the medium. And the difference is that his team stepped up. All the young players who stepped up and made plays who normally weren't playing made plays, and our guys did not. That's real simple. And it's not rocket science when it comes to the Thunder. The Thunder are not hard to figure out. They go as SGA goes. If SGA is blowing, doing what he needs to do, and everybody else is playing within themselves, we're hard to beat. If SGA is struggling, and then people are trying to do things that they're not capable of doing, we struggle. That's it. And that's what happened tonight. So that being said, hey, everybody have a fantastic night. Hopefully everybody's ready for their Valentine's tomorrow. And, of course, I got my fat boy, Ace. Here's his Valentine's deal. Here you go. My boy. Here's his Valentine, which I'm getting ready to give him, and he's going to tear up. It'll be destroyed by tomorrow. So, anyway, hey, Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Enjoy your peoples, enjoy your friends, enjoy your wives, enjoy your girlfriends, enjoy your significant others, and have a blessed day. Stay out of trouble. Be safe.